Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. There are a lot of stupid people in this country, in the world. One of them being our president. First he claimed the coronavirus was a hoax. And then he claimed it wasn't dangerous. And then he said people should go to work even if they had the virus. And of course Fox News joined in on that chorus. And so, since you have so much widespread misinformation coming from these kind of sources, shouldn't be any surprise that a whole lot of other people are spreading false information too. Naturally, there are a lot of people claiming that the virus was made in a lab somewhere. No, it was made in nature. Now, it could have sprung up anywhere. It just so happens that it sprang up in China. Okay? But nature is constantly working on new ways to kill us. Nature doesn't value one form of life over another. It just keeps on creating new stuff. And if this thing kills off another thing, that really doesn't matter to nature. So we have this virus, okay, and it's really contagious. And one of the reasons why is because a lot of people can get the virus and only get mild symptoms or even no symptoms at all. But those people are the ones who are walking around and spreading the virus. So it's using them as a vector. So some people are mistakenly saying that the coronavirus is a weak virus, as though it isn't very dangerous. But this weak virus has infected over 471,000 people around the world that we know of. And it's killed over 21,300. Now, a lot of people have recovered. Over 114,000 people have recovered from the virus, and that's a good thing. And many of those people that recovered never even got sick. But what the virus is trying to do is infect as many people as possible. And it has the potential, this weak virus has the potential to infect millions of people. So even though the percentage of people that die from the virus is fairly small in the overall picture, it could add up to hundreds of thousands and even millions of people dying from it. And they aren't all old geezers like me either. Now, the coronavirus does present a great threat to older people and people with pre-existing conditions. But there's a whole lot of people in intensive care right now who are millennials and even children. Well, maybe not so many children, but a surprising amount of younger people are in intensive care. Hopefully, most of them recover, but not all of them will. So it's not just a threat to people my age. It's a threat to everybody. Now, it is hoped that the virus will fade as the warm weather gets here. Because that's what most viruses do, like the flu virus. You know, it's here mostly during the winter, and then it tails off in the spring. And cold season is mostly during the winter, but people do get summer colds. And the coronavirus is related to the cold virus, not the flu virus. So we can't be sure that the warm weather is going to stop it or even slow it down. We won't know until the warm weather gets here. Oh, by the way, there's a really stupid thing that people are saying, that the coronavirus can be killed by warm water. If that were true, we wouldn't have thousands of people in emergency rooms right now on respirators. That's probably the dumbest rumor going around, but it's not the only one. So far, there's no vaccine. There's no cure. Eventually, there will be a vaccine. Eventually, there will be a... And when there becomes a vaccine, right, then all the anti-vaxxers will be talking about how that vaccine is going to kill you. And hopefully, there will be a cure, too. But for now, the only way to slow the virus down is not being exposed to it, which means staying home as much as possible, maintaining that social distancing, keeping away from people, 6 feet away if you can. And if you can get a mask, wearing it. I've been using a t-shirt. I know that's not really effective, but you know, you do what you can with what you got. But this is not a weak virus. It's a very contagious virus with the potential to kill a whole lot of people. That's just the fact. Thanks for listening. Hey, thanks for stopping by and watching my videos. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate your comments and your support. And I don't know where you're watching my videos. Could be here on YouTube or on my blog or on Patreon. Let me just say this. Ever since Google took over YouTube, they've made some really bad decisions that have been very unfriendly to smaller channels like me. I had over 85,000 views of my videos on YouTube, and yet they still won't let me monetize my videos. So if you want to support me, Patreon is the place. But wherever you watch, YouTube, Google, Patreon, my blog, I appreciate your comments and your support, but YouTube sucks.